LeBron James had some high praise for Cam Reddish, along with running mate Anthony Davis, who he spoke on his relationship about. What's good, y'all, and welcome to another Lakers Digest video. I'm your host, Okechi Apakama, and before we get into everything in today's video, guys, I want to bring your attention to something. There is 94% of you guys who have recently watched our videos who are not subscribed to the channel just yet. If you guys want more of that Laker news, Laker coverage, game recaps, trade rumors, just every and all things LA Lakers, you guys want to come right here to Lakers Digest to make it your home for it all. And we just hit 600 subscribers, guys, so we're just going to keep growing, keep getting bigger, and keep pumping out these videos for you guys. Now, let's hop straight into the news of the day, guys, as LeBron speaks on Cam Reddish. So, Cam Reddish has been a guy that's been bouncing around the league for a bit, trying to find his place, and after being a high lottery pick, there was a lot of expectations of what Cam Reddish was going to be as an NBA basketball player. And it hasn't panned out so far, but it looks like he's finally found his role here with the Los Angeles Lakers. And none other than the basketball savant LeBron James knew what he could be, as he spoke to Chris Haynes before, or just, excuse me, right after the in-season tournament championship win. And he said that people were writing him off. So I'm so happy he got to experience this and perform. I believe in him. And he's talking about Cam Reddish and how he believes that he can be a very high level contributor, as he was for the Los Angeles Lakers, especially in that championship game guarding Tyrese Halliburton, who's one of the emerging guards in the NBA. But Cam Reddish has been doing it all season for the Laker fans who's been watching, because he's been a guy that's just been getting after it on the defensive end and has really shown his worth and shown a lot of people that he is not just a guy that you can just throw away or push to the side or just another one of those draft busts, but he was just a guy who was just trying to figure out his role and find a role that helps fits him and really elevates his skills. And the Lakers are doing just that, as Cam Reddish has been a guy who's looking like he could be an all-defense team type of guy after being inserted into the starting lineup for the Los Angeles Lakers. And he's also a guy that's just been very helpful to the Lakers, especially him knocking down those corner threes, and a guy that can also create off the dribble as well. So Cam Reddish has shown a multitude of skills for the Los Angeles Lakers, the defense being the most important part, because that is the way that he's been getting these minutes and really been stifling a lot of these high level guards and forwards that he's been guarding in his time here for the Los Angeles Lakers. And LeBron James was the one that saw everything, as he's been a guy that's always been elevating teammates to prominent status, because there was a lot of guys that he's had in his past, guys like a Tristan Thompson, who too many people didn't believe in, or a J.R. Smith, who was a very high level player but nobody trusted as a winning player. And just go down the list, just Matthew Dellavedova, who people thought was a fringe guy but really showcased himself in the finals with LeBron James. So there is a multitude of guys that LeBron James has raised up, especially these role players, because if he knows exactly what to do on the court. So finding roles for certain guys, LeBron has always just seemed to figure out what to do with certain guys and really help elevate their status and elevate their play. Because this is probably going to get Cam Reddish paid down the line, because if he's going to show that he can be a high level 3-and-D guy, that is a very coveted thing in this league. That is what everybody's hunting for in the offseason, and we got this guy for the vet minimum, which is insane to think to me. But like, Cam Reddish is also still young, so he's still improving, still growing as a player. So there's still a lot that Cam Reddish can unsurface here in the next couple of seasons. But let's hop into our next topic here, and it is about LeBron talks about his relationship with Anthony Davis. So Anthony Davis had a monster NBA Cup final game, as he had a 41 point, 20 rebounds, and 4 block shot game in that one, as he just dominated Miles Turner and essentially anybody who was trying to guard him in that paint there. And Anthony Davis was just showing what type of player that he is, especially in the highest of leverage situations. And LeBron James kind of spoke to that relationship, as he said in an article by ESPN's Dave McMiniman. He said that I know who I am. He knows who he is, James told ESPN. And so there's no friction we're trying to compete with one another on the court on a lifestyle basis. He knows who he is, I know who I am. The only thing, we're trying to hold each other accountable, and when we get to work and try to do the best that we can for each other, and when it's not going well, try to pick each other up. There's no jealousy. There's no jealous bones in our body. We've never been jealous of one another ever. So LeBron was speaking about how him and Anthony Davis, essentially, this has been his longest running star teammate, as this is the fifth season that AD has been with the Lakers. So this is the fifth season that LeBron James and Anthony Davis have played together, which is kind of insane to think about. But so it's been longer than all of his other former co-host stars, so longer than Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love, longer than Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh. And so him and Anthony Davis have really fine-tuned and found a place where essentially they, on the court, don't have to say anything to each other, and it's just sort of like a look or like a feel or a movement, and then these guys essentially play off each other just really well. And LeBron James spoke that how like Anthony Davis, like there's no jealousy, so there's never been a moment where like one of the guy was like upset that the other guy was doing really well, or it's like, oh, that person's getting more shots than the other person. So they've always been complementary pieces to each other, and that has been huge for the Lakers' success, because these are two selfless stars and two guys who really don't really matter in the moment, as we've seen with guys like Austin Reaves really elevating his play and elevating his status, and LeBron James and Anthony Davis, who have no big egos, just let this guy Austin Reaves take over in games at certain points. So these two have really fine-tuned their relationship. Like they said, it's great on and off the floor. And these are two guys who hold each other accountable just because of the way they've been playing. So when you see guys like LeBron James, because he had a couple of charges taking, I believe it was in the Pelicans game, and this is probably influenced by Anthony Davis, because he demands a lot out of LeBron James, especially on the defensive end, because he knows he can be a great player on that end, and he doesn't want LeBron, taking possessions off. So these two guys do a really good job at each other of, like they said, holding each other accountable and really getting the best out of each other, because Anthony Davis was really, like I said, a monster in that finals game. And then when it comes to just the Lakers play in general, the guy has been a defensive savant. That guy is everywhere defensively, not only in pick and roll coverages, just guarding multiple positions, where Anthony Davis does really well, and then LeBron James can do similar things as well. As when they're both locked in, those guys can guard 1 through 5 adequately. They can switch. They're very talkative on the defensive end, so they let the other guys on the team know what they need to be, and it's a very good synergy between them to really help lead this Laker team and lead it to where they are really trying to go. As yes, the NBA Cup was nice to win and nice to have on their resume, but that's not the ultimate goal that the Lakers want. They're trying to get to the end. They're trying to get to May and June, where those games get even bigger and they matter even higher. So their relationship has really been key to this, as the Lakers are starting to come together, especially on the defensive end, and that's led by their two big dogs, LeBron James and Anthony Davis. So we're going to see how this shakes out. The Lakers got a game on Tuesday against the Dallas Mavericks. We'll see how the Lakers do in that one. But like I said before, I've been your host, Okechi Apakama for Lakers Digest, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.